Good morning. We're going to go through C pointers in 5 minutes today. So if you don't know what a C pointer is or you're having trouble using them, watch this video. We're going to have two little analogies in the video today. One is to summarize what a pointer is, and then the second one is to help you understand where the stars and the ampersands go. So how do you get the dereference operator and the address of operator in the right place? So stay tuned. We're going to do pointers in 5 minutes. So what is a pointer? So here's my analogy. A pointer is a mailbox, a thing that receives mail. It has a box, it has an address on the side of the box, and you have two operations. You have the ampersand, called the address of, that reads the number on the side of the box, that reads the address. Then you have the dereference operator, that's the star, that's the thing, that's the 8 on your keyboard. Let's see, right there. That's the 8 on your keyboard. And that opens the mailbox and gets the thing out. So all a pointer is a variable that holds the address so that when you dereference, when you open that mailbox, it goes and finds that mailbox on the street and takes the mail out. That's it. That's the whole thing. So here's the picture. We have RAM, main memory. You have cells in main memory. And we're going to have a regular variable A. And we're going to say, hey, this spot in memory, I'm going to give it the name or the label A. So what does that look like in code? In code, that looks like int A equals 5. There's just some arbitrary place in memory, it doesn't have to be there, some arbitrary place in memory, we need to put the value 5 and we want to give it the name A. So now we have a box in main memory with the label A. Now we're going to make a pointer. So we're going to say, hey, int star P of A is equal to the address of A. So now we've taken a mailbox and we've taken the address of A, which is 4, and we put that as the value of the pointer instead of the 5. We have the 4 now. And then we're telling C, this is a pointer, so it actually points to this place. If we would have changed it to 0x16, then we would have literally put the value 16 in here, and this would have pointed to position 16 in main memory, which we might not have access to. And that's one of the security problems with pointers, is they can point to anywhere in memory. It's the operating system's responsibility to assure that you do have access to that memory. Okay, so now how do you use these? Let's take a function that's going to take an int of A of something, and it's going to printf. I have a little trick for you to remember where the ampersand and the stars go until you kind of build up an intuition for it. So here's the trick. A star catches an ampersand. So if you remember back here, address of A, the star accepts or catches an ampersand. Another way to say it is throw a ampersand to a star, depending on the direction that makes sense for you. Now you're not really throwing objects, you're not really doing exceptions or anything like that. This is just a little phrase to remember what side the star goes on and what side the ampersand goes on until you build an intuition. So using this pattern, we're going to call our function, and we want to pass not A, we want to because there's a star here, so we want to pass the address of A, which passes that pointer value by reference, and then it can print it out. So let's compile this. Okay. Now if we would have, because we didn't pass the variable itself, we passed a reference to the variable, we can now change it. So we can say star something, open the mailbox. So now we want to change the thing inside. We're not changing something itself, the address on the side. We're changing something inside the mailbox because we started it. We dereferenced it, so we opened that mailbox, and we're doing something inside. Equals, what's your favorite number? 7? And what's this going to print out? So think about it. We set the value to 5. We threw the ampersand. We caught it with the star. We then opened the mailbox, and we put a 7 inside the mailbox. So that mailbox is what? It's that variable a. So is there a 5 here anymore? No, because we opened it. We took the 5 out. We put a 7 in. We closed it. And so this is going to print 7 now, right? That's pointers. A star catches an ampersand. Throw an ampersand to a star.